Boom, 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 boom. Come on, my son, get in there. How's it going, everybody? It's the Flying Pig here on Flying Pig United. Sorry for that very annoying intro, but I'm just buzzing about this one. United have just beaten FK Partizan 3-0 at home at Old Trafford. Convincing win. But more than that, it was an attacking display. We got the tactics right. We went for it. It was fluid. It was creative. It was, it was attacking. It was everything that we've lacked in recent weeks by United. It was a far cry from the Bournemouth performance. Look, I know we're only playing FK Partizan and we're at home and they're probably not as good as Bournemouth, but still, it was a dominant performance, it was a positive performance, and it was an attacking performance. Solskjaer got his tactics right, he set the team up attacking-wise, and we really did have our merry way with FK Partizan. We certainly made them our Belgradian bitches out there tonight. I hate to say it. But either way, we did the business. It was a very dominant performance by United. All the stats say so. We won the game 3-0 in the end. It could have been double that, to be fair. The performances from the team throughout was very, very good, especially all the attacking players. Every single one of the attacking players tonight was brilliant. And defensively a little bit ropey, but still, completely unchallenged throughout the game, basically. A clean sheet, 3 goals, dominant display, cut them open, have some of that, get in there. Now, we've got to do that again in the Premier League now. That's the problem, We saw how we were set up night and day differently compared to the Bournemouth game in this one. Now we've got to take this sort of performance over into the next game in the Premier League. Solskjaer set us up quite strongly today, to be fair. He's given Martial and Rashford the starting opportunities together on the pitch, which we've not seen it that much. They always interlink and interplay fantastically well when he does that. And today they did that again today. The 1-2s, the movement, it was absolutely pucker pies. It was excellent from the boys. And to complement them, you also had Mata playing in the hole there in behind, which I think is a great position for him. Technically, he was good tonight for United. We've not seen much from Juan Mata this campaign, this Premier League season, or this season in general in any competition. Juan Mata's been quite a passenger, to be fair. I've always rated him. I thought he was back to his best tonight. Really good. Some of the movements, the clever passing, the way that he cut back and put one on a plate for Rashford early on in the game, which should have 100% been a goal. I thought Juan Mata was very, very good tonight. Mason Greenwood as well. Just capped it off. This is what I've been trying to say to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. He doesn't return my emails. He doesn't return my calls, my text messages. But I have been trying to tell him, play Mason Greenwood. Drop that Jesse Lingard pretender. And let's start seeing a little bit from Mason Greenwood and some of the younger guys. And it was no different. No different tonight. I think anytime you see Mason Greenwood, I think that's 3 goals in four performances or 4 starts that we've seen from him so far this season. I think that's brilliant. For somebody who's 17 to come in there and put some of the more experienced players to shame and just get an opportunity and take it, shows you the measure of the man. It shows you that measure of the boy, because he's freaking 17, this lad. He's going to be brilliant, isn't he? That composure for the first goal. Let's get into a bit of a recap of the goals if you weren't able to see them. But all goals tonight I thought were decent goals. The first goal, the ball's been put into Mason Greenwood. He's just cut back on his left, on the left-hand side, cut in. He's got a defender between him and the goal, but he very, very cleverly just cuts in and slots it away so professionally, so clinically. Before that, United had had chance after chance after chance. Rashford spurned a couple of great opportunities. Martial had it in the back of the net, ruled out for offside. We had a bunch of opportunities before that, but Mason only needed one opportunity. He got that opportunity, cut back inside, bang, in the back of the net. So his clinical nature, his natural finishing ability just seems to be shining through. I think you've got a very special player on your hands there. When you're 17, you only need one bloody chance to do it. And aside from that, his interplay, his interlinking, some of the effects he had for the other goals were brilliant. I mean, let's talk about the second goal, which was set up again here by Mason Greenwood, by 17-year-old Mason Greenwood, who's won the ball back with sheer effort and sheer determination in a very dangerous area by closing them down rapidly. He's put pressure on their defender and he's made them make an error. The ball has gone into the path of Anthony Martial. Martial's done unbelievable stuff. The goal from Anthony Martial tonight was absolutely bloody out of this world. It makes me think that perhaps we do have the next Thierry Henry at number 9 for Manchester United. It was that bloody good of a goal because it was all instinct. You've got 3 Partizan players closing him down and they all have a slide tackle in there, pretty much just trying to foul the bastard, aren't they? Because he's in a dangerous area. They can't get it. So they're trying trying to get the ball, but nobody gets anywhere near him because the jinking run that he does takes it away from all three of them. Little touch across to his left boot, and oh my days, does he slot it away fantastically well. Outside of the right boot, little dinked curling effort placed into the bottom left-hand corner. It was unreal. So the quality of the goal from him tonight was fantastic to see. The quality from Mason Greenwood to set it up as well by working and having that determined attitude to win the ball back and scoring earlier on. I mean, oh my days, somebody pinch me. It was a good game of football for United. For once, I don't want to smash my own eyeballs out of my head because it was actually an entertaining game of football. Quality attacking stuff, quick 1-2s, movement in behind. In the first half alone, we had like 5 one-on-one opportunities. That's 5 opportunities on goal where we have a striker away, on his own, onside, running towards the goalkeeper one-on-one. 5 times. Oh, we haven't had that for a very long time. So I just think the movement, the quality, the performance in the final third today, the tactics were just completely spot on and exactly what we need to be doing. Look, I know we're only playing Partizan Belgrade, whatever, fair enough. They're not the best team in the world, but you still got to beat the opposition that is out there in front of you. And today, that is exactly what United did and exactly how Solskjaer set the side up to do. So get in there, my son. Come on, you beauties. This is United we're talking about. The redemption begins. Look, sorry for shouting. I'm just a bit overexcited. I've not had much to shout about recently because United have been doing absolutely shite, haven't they? The Bournemouth game springs to mind. It's been terrible. The league position, we're 10th down in the Premier League. Let's not start jerking off Ole Gunnar Solskjaer just yet, okay? He's got a lot of work to do. We're miles behind. We're a shadow of our former selves, but at least tonight we had a good performance. Plus, it gives me confidence that maybe it's going to be the catalyst for our season. Maybe Solskjaer will realise, do you know what? Jesse Lingard shouldn't be anywhere near the side. Do you know what? I'm going to give an opportunity to Mason Greenwood in the league. And we're going to see something from that guy. And you can say, oh, he's only 17, he doesn't have the experience. He doesn't need it when he's got natural instinct that he keeps displaying. When he gets the ball in a dangerous position, he just takes his opportunity. More often than not, I'm so impressed with him. You know, Rashford, on the other hand, let's talk about Rashford's performance today, which I thought was very good throughout. His movement, his interplay, his passing was excellent. His finishing lacking a little bit because he did spurn a few really good opportunities, practically sitters in the first half, which he could have done a lot better with. But he persevered, his movement was great, his effort was brilliant, he got right at them, and he did get himself that goal eventually, which was a brilliant goal as well. What a well-taken goal. Left boot strike, curled into the top left-hand corner. It was an unreal finish by Marcus Rashford. That was probably the pick of the bunch. Maybe Martial's actually just for the sheer audacity of it and the fact that the movements that he made enabled all 3 of the sliding tackles that were coming in at him to look like absolute melt jobs. So to me, Martial's was better, but Rashford's strike was absolutely insane. All of the goals tonight were brilliant. So we saw both the sides from Rashford tonight. We saw maybe his lack of finishing ability, the lack of clinical nature that he has, but we also saw his perseverance, we saw his quality, and we saw him get the ball in the back of the net. So fair play to Marcus Rashford. He carried on and he got himself that justified goal. It's a really hard one for me to choose like man of the match tonight because all those players up there were so good. Even Mata would be the one that flies under the radar because he did not get his name on the score sheet. But let me tell you, Mata's performance tonight, it allowed a lot of the other players to do their stuff. He was getting them away. Some of the nice passing, the movement was brilliant from Mata. Greenwood, excellent. Do you know what? I'm probably going to have to give it to Mason Greenwood because not only did he score a goal, but he also created that second Martial goal all on his own. That was a nothing chance, really. Most players wouldn't have even put in the effort to try and close that defender down and get the challenge in, but he does. He gets the block in, the ball just happens to go to Martial. Martial's still got the world to do, and he puts it in there, but that was a massive impact by Greenwood in that game. He scored one, and he created one. So to me, he gets the man of the match, but equally, it could have gone to Anthony Martial, I thought was excellent throughout, and also Marcus Rashford. But what I would say about Rashford and Martial is their finishing was slightly off today. Even though they both scored, they both had a handful of other opportunities which they did not put in and which were not convincing enough. So they've got to do some work. Greenwood, on the other hand, whatever this lad touches turns to gold. So excited about that. Let's talk about the rest of the team then before we get in and have a look at your comments, guys. Thanks to everybody who's tuning in, by the way. Loving you lads and lasses for getting in here, and everybody who watched the watch along. I could see the Rinconators in here, Olivia Alves, Sadek, Rahman, Berberspin9, shout out to all you guys, the Music Fiend, Richard James, there's so many of the usual legends in here. So do us a favour, if you are tuned in live to this post-match show, please smack a cheeky little like on this video and subscribe if you're new to the channel also. But yeah, let's get into the rest of the team then, and then we'll dive into your comment section for a little while. Going to keep this video around 20 minutes tonight, as I'm pretty tired and it's getting pretty late, but I'll stick around for as long as I can anyway. So, the McTominay and Fred, I thought that midfield duo worked better today than it has in most games. You have to take into account we're at home. The lads in front of them are absolutely blistering and doing all sorts of bits for United, and they're really looking good up there, and they're cutting the opposition open. But McTominay and Fred, they made it easy for those guys. They did. They were there to mop things up. They didn't really get overpowered in the centre of the park like we pretty much have seen them do get done in most games this season. At some point in the game, there's errors in them. But today it was all controlled. You know, we even saw Fred play a ball forward. I mean, I know. And he had a shot on target from a free kick. So come on, Fred. Nice one. I mean, I'm still not convinced about Fred, but it was a better performance from him tonight. It was one of the better performances we've seen from him and McTominay in the centre of the park there for a while, like working together. Usually it's one or the other doing the business and the other one's not. It's usually McTominay is doing the business, to be fair, and Fred is looking pretty ropey. That's usually what's happening, but that wasn't to be the case today, because I thought both of them looked pretty solid and pretty decent today, so they both get a 6 out of 10 performance from me. I thought it was very, very solid from both of the lads. Nice to see. The back line, let's talk about that. Gashly Clunge starting the game. I'm not sure about that one. I just hope that Solskjaer is holding back Brandon Williams to start the next game in the league. That's the only logical reason I can understand why he would select him instead of Brandon Williams right now, because Brandon Williams is tailor-made for this competition. He's looked really good in the few games we've seen from him recently. The Europa League against a team we should comfortably be beating. You know, he's seen other changes happen. Mata and Greenwood, he's put them in there. I was expecting to see Brandon Williams tonight, but I just hope that means that, that he'll be starting in the next game. Now, Ashley Young's performance was actually decent, but the defence, if we're being honest, didn't have a whole lot to do. There were a couple of occasions where they caused us a few problems. I think Harry Maguire's looked very ropey tonight at times. I'm still just scratching my head thinking, £80 million, we've been absolutely bloody tucked up, haven't we? You know, it's a huge premium to pay for the lad, and at the moment he's not looking like anywhere near an £80 million player. I hate to say it, look, it's early days. I like his attitude, I like what he stands for, I like his age, I like his history, that's the fact that he's Leicester's best player over the last year or two, England's best defender over the last year or two. He's a good player, isn't he? But at the moment, it's just not quite happening for him at United. But look, things will have to change. Relationships will have to be made. It's obviously a different back line. He's playing with Marcus Rojo in the centre-backs tonight, who I thought did a good enough job tonight as well. Good performance from Rojo. But it's going to take a little bit of time for Maguire. We were hoping he'd just be that £80 million Rio Ferdinand type player, Rolls Royce, that you could just slot in there straight away, and he's just going to take to it like a duck to water. Unfortunately, it does seem like Maguire's going to have to take a little bit of time to bed into this United side, but I'm not too worried about it, but I don't think it's that great. They're just showing the Martial goal once again. It's a bloody brilliant goal. What a quality bunch of goals scored tonight, though. On the other side, Wan-Bissaka, solid as ever. Didn't have a lot to do. It's a quiet one from Wan-Bissaka. He had a couple of good runs down the right and got a few good balls in. That was positive to see from him. But it was a quiet one by Wan-Bissaka's ridiculously high standards. Romero in goal didn't really have a lot to do, but was solid. Solid backup keeper as he ever is. There we go, lads and lasses. That is my summary of the game tonight, pretty much, and the individual performances in there. Man of the match. Probably give it to Mason Greenwood. Could go to Marcus Rashford. Let me know your thoughts and opinions, who you think the man of the match for this game was. And like I say, do smash a cheeky little like on it if you are in here. So we'll get into the comments now. But overall, a dominant attacking display by United. Long may it continue. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, please start reading my text, mate. Start opening my letters, okay? All right, I know I've centered them with a little bit of Links Africa. Don't let that put you off, okay? Open the letter and read what I've got to say to you, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Drop Gashly Young. Okay, you haven't done that yet. I think maybe you got my pigeon carrier message about dropping Lingard. But he did feature as a substitute, so I'll be sending you another one about that, my friend. But yeah, like, give Greenwood an opportunity. Give some of the youngsters some more opportunities. That's what I want to see. Don't select the same dross that we know doesn't work, like Lingard, like Matic, like Young. Just don't do it. That's what I don't want to see. Like, I will actually be completely depressed if United start the next game and we've got Lingard starting or we've got Ashley Young starting. I will be very, very disappointed. I understand the need to rotate in the Europa League and stuff like that, but look, some of these players need the confidence boost. It was evident. Rashford needed to score. Martial needed to score. That's huge for those guys' confidence. Martial can hopefully be that number 9 for us this season that gets all those goals. Rashford can hopefully be that accompanying winger that gets a good handful of goals too. We need them to do that. We need them to be confident in order to feel like they can do that. And then if we've got Mason Greenwood, look, you've got to reward performances. So it's like, look, Pereira's come on, Lingard's come on. They've not put in the level of performances that Greenwood have in one game over 5. So look, I would play Greenwood over those two. I'd give the opportunity to Greenwood and see what happens in that game. His interlinking with the forward players, just generally, Juan Mata, Rashford and Martial and Greenwood, they all link together just absolutely fantastically well. So I want to see more of that. I think it looks like a great quadrant of penetration up there. And that's what I'm looking to see. I don't want to see Lingard put in there. I don't even want to see Pereira put in there at the moment, to be fair. I just don't think they're... I'd just much rather see us persevere with exactly what we did tonight. Right, let's get into your comments then. Junior Red comments, loved the stream, Pig. Thank you very much, Junior Red. Thanks to each and every one of you guys who tuned into the watch along earlier on as well. Like, big up to you guys. Shout out to you guys. Massive props to you guys who tune into the Pigs watch along, the Flying Pig United watch along, because I know there's lots of places that you can watch this game. There's lots of other channels you can listen to while you are watching the game. So the fact that you guys come and tune into the Flying Pig United channel, it does give me that warm, fuzzy feeling inside. So thank you to each and every one of you for doing that. JP comments, bow down to the pig and smash the like. Thank you very much there, JP. Yes, smash a like on it if you are in here. Matt Rush comments, so much more fluidity with Greenwood playing. Yes, I mean, I 100% agree with that. It was like a missing link. Do you know what I mean? We had him in there. Suddenly we've got mobility. Suddenly we've got danger. Suddenly we've got great pressing as well. Let's not forget he set up the second goal by closing an opposition defender down. And he just gave you so much energy and mobility in that area, and his intelligence, the way he holds onto the ball. He's not just a headless chicken that's going to receive the ball and have a punt on goal. No, if he's not in the best position to have a goal, he will put the ball in the best position to have a strike on goal, or he'll look for a teammate. He's a very intelligent player. So I think you're going to see that combination up there working for United a lot more if Solskjaer's prepared to put the players out there. Greenwood, Martial, Rashford, oh yeah, it's a trident of penetration. So I'd like to see more from that. I think Greenwood did offer us a lot more than like Pereira has recently or Lingard has recently, any of those guys. I think Mata did too. Now I know Mata has had a few dodgy performances this season, he really has. And I love Mata, I do. I think he's a great bloke and I think he's been a great player for United over the years. One of those unsung heroes for United, like consistent. But he's not looked good for a while. That has to be said. I hope this is the start of a resurgence for Juan Mata at United, and I truly hope that that he can do that, because I do like him, I do rate him, I think he's a great player. Plus he gives us some other stuff. What I would say is our free kicks were much better tonight. Look, even though we didn't score, we had Ashley Young taking them, Rashford and Fred, and they all got very close to putting one in the back of the net. So that was nice to see, because we've had free kicks and set-piece opportunities recently, and they have been very, very wayward. I know Rashford had that incredible strike a little while ago, but other than that, it's been dreary. So that's another thing that Juan Mata can give you an option for on the pitch when he's on too. Camp Nou 1999. Now you're talking, Camp Nou 1999. That's the sort of name I like. He comments, either way, Greenwood shouldn't be playing on the wing. Well, fair enough. I mean, I can see what you're saying. Maybe naturally he's better as a striker, or maybe even you're saying him behind the striker. But on the wing, he was effective. Out wide, in wide positions tonight, he was effective. When he received the ball, his movement into dangerous positions was effective. So I'm not so sure about that one. I think he can play all across there from what I've seen. Maybe his best position is a striker, just because he does seem to have that natural finishing ability. Junior comments, De Gea's birthday today. Happy birthday to David De Gea. I'm sure that's not the reason he's in the squad tonight, just because it's a Europa League. And, and Sergio Romero's obviously coming there as a great backup for us. Wouldn't that be funny if Solskjaer just said, look, David, it's your birthday, go and get messed up, mate. Don't worry about the game. The Primo comments, Pig, you're almost as good as Chris Kamara with the commentary. Love it, mate. I'm not sure if you're being 100%, complimentary there, or you're saying that I'm completely forgetful and stuff. Like, I'm not sure what's happened here, Jeff. Oh, all that sort of stuff. I love Chris Kamara, they're absolute legend, so I'll take that as a massive compliment. Thank you. Gacha Wolf Gamer comments, great pig along I have seen for a long time, was a great laugh. I hope I didn't get you into trouble, but Matter and Greenwood should start on Sunday. No, I don't know if you got me into trouble, actually, Gacha Wolf. I'm going to find out after this video. The missus is looking at me right now. She seems okay.
On the sofa.
She just said on the sofa. So we'll see. Maybe I will be spending the night on the sofa tonight. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, iPoddy24, great to see you in here, says, can we celebrate with a champagne extravaganza? I'm going to miss the word out you said before champagne because it's just a bit inappropriate, iPoddy24, but thank you very much for getting in there with your comment. We can celebrate, but I'm just going to celebrate with another cup of tea, personally. You can celebrate with any sort of semen flutes or anything that you'd like to celebrate with, my friend. Stefan Harringtonio comments, Poundland Pogba at a knockdown price. I'm not sure who we're referring to there. Alex Rincon says, good old Mrs. Pig, tell her I said hey. The Rinconator says hey.
Hi, Rinconator.
I hope you heard that. She said, hi, Rinconator. It was a very supersonic, high-pitched tone, though. So hopefully this camera picked it up.
You were great the other day. I think Joe told you, though.
Yeah, whatever. I'm doing a post-show here, do you know what I mean? She said you were great the other day when you were on the show, Alex Rincon, so we need to get you back on here, pal. I know you've been working at your new job, and it's hopefully it's been going great, but yeah, we need to get you back on the show, Rincon. Marshall Gralla comments, Mrs. Pig makes a cameo appearance.
No?
Well, if you want to. Don't worry. Anyway, look, I've pretty much got to wrap this video up now anyway, guys, because the missus has come over to see me, and tonight I've been watching the game and doing the pig along and all that sort of stuff, and I haven't actually spent much quality time with the missus apart from ordering her around to make me cups of tea and stuff. So anyway, I'm going to pretty much wrap this video up here, but I wanted to give a special shout out to the Rinconator. Missed seeing the Rinconator around recently. I want to give a special shout out to Gungshi and his cat. I hope his cat's feeling better. He's not able to tune into this show because he's dealing with his sick cat, but shout out to Gungshi, he's always supporting the channel. Shout out to Matt Rush, JP, everyone else in the watch along who got involved, and everyone who's tuning in for this live post show right now. We'll pretty much leave it there, but thank you so much for tuning in to all of you. Do us a favour before you go. Smash a cheeky little like on this video, subscribe, and if I've not responded to your messages in the live chat, do us a favour, come back once this video has been published and get your thoughts and opinions in the not live comments, and I'll reply to all of those that are appropriate to reply to after a little bit later on or tomorrow morning, etc. So please do that, and thank you to each and all for tuning in and stopping by.
Say hi to someone called Jay and Red said hi.
Look, everybody who says hi to the missus, you don't have to interrupt me and say hi to each and every one of them, okay? Look, I'll just do a blanket hi. Look, the missus says hi, all right? To everybody watching, the missus says hi. Jesus. Right. Oh, Gungshi's in the house. He says, I'm in bed with my sick cat. Bless him, man. How old is he, Gungshi? I hope he feels better anyway. Got to love a little bit of feline action, don't you? That sounded wrong. That sounded wrong when I said that, but I just love felines. Anyway.
JP said hi.
Right, okay. You're annoying me. Right, I'm gonna leave it there, guys, but thanks so much for getting involved with the show. I said that about 5 times, but there you go. There's one more time. Like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. If you could give this a share on social media, it would be much appreciated. Not many people seem to tune in or share the videos when we have a positive result, so, you know, we're going to need you United fans and you usual stalwarts on the channel to do the business by sharing it and liking it and all that good stuff. Anyway, guys, I'll see you soon. You've been watching The Pig on Flying Pig United YouTube channel. Take it easy. Come on, United. 3-0 win over FK Partizan Belgrade. Have some of that. Get in there. We're top of the Europa League. Group J, I think we're in, is it? And we're on 10 points. We're bossing it. We're bossing it. Got a potential for winning the competition. Probably not going to happen. Get your predictions in below. Let me know what you think the lineup might be for the next game out there as well. So I'll see you for that one. Until next time, you have yourselves a bloody good one. Take it easy. Thanks for stopping by. And come on, United. You stay classy. Do you want to say bye?
Bye, everyone.
Bye, guys. Have a good one. See you soon. Come on.
I sounded like a CBB.
Come on, guys. See you later on. Take it easy. And now it's time for the end credits. Shout out to all of you who support the channel on Patreon. Here's a little homage to you guys. You stay classy. I'll see you soon. Come on, United.